What's going on, guys? So 2025 is coming to an end, and in this video I'm going to showcase the exotic and tropical fish that I was able to catch this year from shore on Long Island, New York. Now, it was definitely not as good of a year as the previous one, but we did manage to have a couple unique things that happened. Enjoy the video. Alright, the most notable event this year was hands down the mahi-mahi that showed up during August. I had never seen them before on the island, and this year they showed up. I caught my first one on August 6th and my last one on August 26th, so they almost hung out the entire month of August. They were in big numbers. They behaved just like the adults, hanging out under the eelgrass. They would jump over the eelgrass, and they were super plentiful, for that basic month period, which was really cool. Number 2 goes to a bandtail pufferfish I caught on August 15th. This again is a first species for me. I haven't caught one before. They kind of are shaped very similar to the very common northern puffer, except these guys you definitely do not want to eat. They're toxic. Number 3 is a staple exotic for us. This is the banded rudderfish. I caught my first one at July 19th and my last one on August 15th. So they hung out throughout the summer. They would come and they would go, but they were pretty consistent as per usual. Number 4 here is a spotfin butterfly fish, another staple tropical drifter we get every year in great numbers. This guy was on November 12th, so this is at the very end of the season when they're all kind of dying once that water temperature hits 60 degrees and they kind of float to the surface lethargically. Number 5, this is a striped burrfish. We also get a lot of these guys as babies. This year we had an extra large amount of them. I got my first one on July 4th and my last one on August 12th, so, a good chunk of the summer. These guys were everywhere. And for number 6, this is a permit. We also got a lot of these this year. I think I only caught one last year, but this year I caught a bunch. This one was on July 18th. Number 7 is cobia. This year was very different. The mahi-mahi seemed to take the place of the cobia of last year. So this is the only one I got this year, and it was extremely small. This was on September 8th. But last year I was catching much larger ones throughout the summer. But this year, basically no cobia other than this one. And number 8, this is a scrolled cowfish. I caught one of these guys on October 25th. I did get one last year as well. The one last year was a little bigger. The horns were a little more grown out, but a really cool fish. All right, number 9, this is a ballyhoo. We get baby ones inshore every year. If you fish offshore, you're familiar with using adult ballyhoo as bait. But yeah, we get these guys every year. They're very similar to the American half-beak, which I didn't see any of those this year. But the ballyhoo, the way you distinguish the two as babies is the ballyhoo have these yellow spots on them, whereas the American half-beaks do not. All right, number 10 here. This is a rock gunnel that I caught on June 25th. This is a cold water species, from northern parts of the Atlantic Ocean. But I was able to net a baby one here on Long Island this summer. And number 11, as always, we get lots of lined seahorses. This year I got my first one on July 13th, usually the first of what I guess I could broadly consider tropicals to show up. And they stayed through mid-December. I think I got my last one on September 3rd. So they're there throughout the summer. You'll see them floating. They're a little hard to spot, but once you can spot them, you'll see them everywhere. Always under the eelgrass. Number 12, this is an Atlantic bonito. Definitely not a micro, maybe not even an exotic, but it's definitely a pelagic. Ton of fun to catch. I haven't got one in a few years, so that was kind of fun. This was on September 11th. And finally, this is an inshore longfin squid. I caught on November 22nd. Not even a fish, but I threw it in here because they look really cool. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching what I caught this year as far as exotics and tropicals and microfishing goes. We'll see what next year brings. Hopefully it's a better year next year. Like I said, 2024 was amazing. This year was challenging. A few unique things. The mahi-mahi were really cool. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications on future content. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, please do. BeastRex Fishing. I will post links to the gear in the description below, and I will see you all in the next video.